Our National Inspection of Probation Services examines how effectively His Majesty's Prison and Probation Service is working to support, enable and drive the delivery of probation services in England and Wales. To do this, we inspected 165 cases from across all probation regions, and we held 66 meetings and focus groups with national, area and regional leaders. Evidence was gathered across 4 national inspection standards: leadership, staffing, services and infrastructure. Each of these was rated alongside an overall inspection rating. This inspection's overall rating was requires improvement. Stronger leadership is needed to improve the delivery of the probation service's 2 key objectives: protecting the public and reducing reoffending. These should not be seen as isolated entities, but embedded across all delivery outcomes, and we did not see this cohesion at a national level. Leadership was rated as requires improvement. The overall vision for probation was not underpinned by a current business plan, and the strategic approach had not been updated since 2021. Leadership communication did not emphasise reducing reoffending enough, despite its importance. Accountability for delivering effective work with people on probation was unclear, and national governance structures were failing to improve sentence management quality, particularly regarding public protection. Data collection and the management information available to inform policy making was largely strong, although gaps remained in diversity analysis. We saw a culture of openness and critical challenge within national teams, and a commitment to embedding professional standards and tackling unacceptable behaviour. Staffing was rated as requires improvement. The shortfall of probation officers on the front line remains high, and average workloads remain a problem. National support for senior probation officers was not fully effective, and management oversight of practitioners in PDUs was often limited. Opportunities for newly qualified staff to implement learning were undermined by high workloads and limited support. Some action was being taken to reduce workloads and create space for developing knowledge and skills. Services were rated inadequate. This inspection found several major shortfalls at a national level, which were directly impacting upon service delivery. National arrangements were not leading to the needs of people on probation being met. The implementation and delivery of services sufficiently supported desistance in just 32% of cases, and contributed effectively to keeping people safe in just 18% of cases. There was not sufficient evidence the right partnerships were in place or operating effectively to support service delivery. Public protection and reducing reoffending were not central to service commissioning and delivery. Infrastructure and ICT were rated as requires improvement. Significant and prolonged underinvestment in the probation estate and ICT presented complex challenges for national leaders and their teams. Many buildings require significant renovation to reach an accessible and suitable standard. ICT systems were dated, time-consuming and complex, presenting technical challenges for teams working to modernise them. There is an ongoing commitment and plan to continue progressing required work on probation buildings. However, ongoing access to the necessary capital funds will be critical. Some improvements to IT systems have been achieved, helping deliver better consistency and efficiency for some frontline tasks. Our report makes a series of recommendations, including that HMPPS should ensure significant risks to probation service delivery are identified and acted upon effectively, produce a coherent business plan and review the target operating model to ensure it supports the delivery of effective probation services, collaborate effectively with senior leaders in police and local government around safeguarding children and domestic abuse, provide regional leaders with greater discretion to commission and contract manage organisations which meet the needs of people on probation, develop digital systems that facilitate frontline work and support information sharing involved in protecting victims from harm, prioritise and seek investment to ensure all unsuitable buildings and estates are safe and accessible. Much has been achieved by HMPPS in recent years amidst many challenges, but the improvement to service delivery remains insufficient. There will need to be further change to improve the quality of services to reduce reoffending and protect the public. This will mean there need to be difficult decisions about what is done, with whom, to ensure those most at risk of further offending and causing serious harm are managed sufficiently.